Chantel D. Christopher, and welcome to my channel. We're starting a new series called Acting Tips. Everything you will ever need to know about acting. However, this is a tip that was not in none of my books, none of the research that I was doing, but I think it is one of the most important tips that everyone should take, everyone should know. And it's mental illness, depression. Okay, I have a question for you. Number one. Okay, I went on approximately 101 auditions in 2018. How many jobs did I book? Come on. 53, 2, 85, 101. I booked two. 2 out of 101 auditions. Can you see how that can make somebody depressed? I need for you to understand within this journey, you need to set up a solid foundation. And today I'm going to give you a few examples. One, I want to pay homage unto Robin Williams. He died at 63 in 2014 by suicide. That thing was so real to me because I can understand how it could happen. One thing I want to make a suggestion to you is build a community. Make sure it's an odd number. That means it could be 3, 5, or 7. The reason why is because with the consensus, the majority will win. You don't even have to ask questions or anything. You also need to have friends in your corner who will be in your corner. And number 2, friends who have that intuition and be like, let me call Chantel, something's not right. Or they will watch my Facebook post or my Instagram post and be like, is she going through something? Let me go check in with her. Or, you know what? Let me pray for her sister. I don't know what she's going through, if she's going through something, but let me pray for her. I am going to openly say to everybody, I've been in counseling for over 25 years. Yeah. 25 years. And the thing about it is that it's a constant struggle. I never forget, here we go, this is the big ding dong. When I had made a decision, as well as I started to plan in order for me to move to Los Angeles, to start off as a superstar, yes! I had been on the road with Tyler Perry. I was still on the road with Tyler Perry. I was doing all these great things. And I said, I'm going to Hollywood. Woo! So I went out there and guess what happened 2 weeks after I got there? 9/11. I could not buy a job. I could not. Now get this. I had flew back to Atlanta because I had booked another play with another company. And I sat there and watched the towers, the planes fly into the towers. And I was like, I just moved to LA. So what did that mean? That meant wasn't nobody booking nobody, wasn't nobody looking for no new talent. There was nobody really working. Hollywood took a freeze. I couldn't even get a job at McDonald's. No, I'm not playing. So a person who came through another person while I was out there was staying with him, and he said something to me. He said, become a nanny. And I said, a nanny? Well, I'm gonna come out here to be no nanny. I came out here to be a movie star. But he said, think about it. A lot of times you can get your own quarters, you take care of a child, you get a place to stay, you get food, you get to do all these things, and you get a check. And it depends on who you're with. You may be able to travel even more. So I was sitting there and I created my resume since I did so much great work at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in the youth department. I had a foundation for working with kids. Number two, my mother owned a daycare center. Woo! So I was well versed in being a nanny. So I went to this top agency out in LA. They helped me with the resume and everything. And my first interview was with Lisa Ray. I did not know who she was. My mama didn't allow us to watch no Players Club. I had no idea at all. However, it was like a match made in heaven. It's hard to understand, but God was able to protect me while I was in the midst of what was happening in 9/11. I took the time to take classes, just build my resume up, work on different things, look for a manager, look for an agent, trying to figure out what the difference was, and coming up with a plan in order to get my union card. So I was a nanny. I never forget one day I called my sister, Angela, and I said, Angie, I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be no nanny. I came in here to be a movie star. 9/11 happened. And I was just going on and on. And my sister asked me, she said, well, do you get paid every week? I said, yeah, I get paid every week. And I also have a stipend to be able to take care of groceries, food, and other stuff like that. She said, okay. She said, well, do you have cars to drive? I said, yeah, I can drive the Mercedes, the Benz, or the Range Rover. She said, oh, okay. She said, well, do you get to travel? I said, yeah, we're supposed to be going to Las Vegas tonight sometime for some big party and then come back and then we're going to do that. She said, okay. She said, so you get paid every week. You have a stipend to take care of the household stuff as well as with the child. You still get to do acting classes. You're getting to travel all around the world. What are you complaining about? I said, I came out here to be an actor. She said, wouldn't it be like God to protect you, to make sure you have a place to sleep, you have a place to eat, and you're around some good people, and you're learning about the acting business in Los Angeles with the protection. And as much as I wanted to fight that reality, it was true. So one of my best tips for you is, like I said before, get 3, 5, 7. Make sure it's an odd number. It can't be one person who you can go to and talk to about things. Mental illness is real. You have to also find out what your balance is. I'm a Libra, so a balancing of the scales, that's important. So you need to find your balance. One other thing that's good for me is yoga, stretching, swimming, and good food. So find a way that you can inhale, exhale the bad, and live a wonderful life. I feel everybody needs someone to talk to. I went to my counselor the other day and I was talking to her. And she gave me one of the greatest compliments. She said, you are fighting to live. I said, yeah. My job laid me off a year ago. My unemployment, it ends, I think, next week. I have a couple of job opportunities, but it's like my mortgage is due. And I'm not quite sure I got enough to cover my mortgage. I'm thankful for food stamps because I will have food to eat. And I've been on several auditions, but I don't know. This is a part where you just really got to trust God. And I've been in this place more than once. And so I want to make sure you get in a good community with somebody to help you. Because what I tell you, I do not know what's next. I do not. But he did not bring me this far to leave me. I was watching one of my favorite shows last night, Queen Sugar. And I was having a moment when I was sitting looking at Ralph Angel and just the whole family. I love the heartbeat of the show. And then I remember when I booked a spot on the show, but they cut my scene. What? Where they do that at? Queen of the Sugar. However, I still got paid. I still get residuals for the episode. But it gets to the point I even asked God. I said, "Are you serious?" And then God just simply said, "You still get the credit. Just trust me in my process." So today's number one acting tip that you will not find in a book, you will not find it online, is make sure you have a balance for your mental health. Depression. Come up with tools and ways that you can make sure you give to yourself and make sure you have a community to support you. So please don't forget, subscribe, ring the bell, and send out and tell everyone come aboard. We're also working on, my lashes are bothering me, online classes. Not quite sure how we're going to do it, but we're going to work until we can get it figured out. So thank you, and especially you, and we'll see you in the movies.